Yeah, and as Eric just said here, the investigation is still going on at that school right now.
NBC4's Patrick Healy arrived on campus just right after the shooting, and he has the very latest from there now for us. Patrick.
Carolyn and Michael, in fact, just about a half an hour ago, the Sheriff's Department expanded the crime scene. It now includes all of Centurion Way in front of the high school, and so you notice we're quite a ways farther away now since they have expanded that crime scene boundary. And with this investigation going on, with all that has happened, as you heard, there will not be school tomorrow after the irrational gun violence that has victimized so many American communities found more victims here. Active shooter on campus. Now it was happening here at Saugus High School.
And we were like, oh my God, are those gunshots? And we basically dropped our stuff, and as we were running down the stairs, heard 3 more.
A student pulling a gun from a backpack and opening fire in the quad courtyard, crowded with students before first period.
I remember everyone running and turning back, and the fear on their faces.
Parents getting frantic calls and text messages.
Screaming and crying, saying that there's been a shooting in the school, and the shooter ran past her, and she heard bullet shots, and a teacher pushed her and her girlfriend into a closet.
6 students went down with gunshot wounds. Initially, it seemed the shooter had gotten away. Some parents had just dropped off students.
Kids were just running and crying.
Some students were just arriving.
We just see all these kids running and like screaming, and parents were like turning around their cars and going back the other way, and so we rolled down the window and we're like, what's going on? And they said that there was an active shooter on campus. Law enforcement swarmed the campus, now in lockdown, and later realized that one of the wounded students transported was the young gunman, a 16-year-old who apparently shot himself in the head even before law enforcement arrived. 2 of the shooter's victims died in the hospital. You don't ever think that this is going to happen.
Saugus High went into lockdown. Those students would not run out initially, sheltering in place in classrooms as parents converged outside. Later, deputies equipped with tactical gear and weapons escorted students down Centurion Way to be transported by bus to Central Park for reunion with family. Many parents could not wait for that glimpse of reassurance.
You know, there's so many questions like, why is this happening?
And it's hard not to be struck by the significance of the number 16. We learned today that the man believed to be the shooter turned 16 today, the young man. And then the Sheriff's Department just revealed that entire rampage lasted 16 seconds. In these horrible events, there is also heroism. I want to share one short story with you. The students who poured out of campus initially before the lockdown, many of them went across the street to one home here on Centurion Way. The homeowner opened the door, let all the kids rush inside, and they found shelter there. Well, later I went to the front door, I knocked on it, he answered the door, and he told me he did not do anything that he would not expect any of his neighbors also to have done. Reporting live from Saugus High School, Patrick Healy, NBC4 News. Back to you.
What a